Have you ever noticed that your child can act really different at home versus outside? And yes, masking can start really early. That's what we want to cover today. Masking in toddlers. Many of us don't even notice when they're masking at a younger age. Certainly not me. I used to think my daughter just saved the tantrum for me, like I was the unlucky one. But it wasn't about luck. It was nerve system survival for her. So what exactly is masking? Masking is when someone on the spectrum hides their neural responses and behavior. They copy what they see others are doing. It's like wearing an invisible costume to fit in. For neurodivergent children, this often happens automatically because they're kids. They learn from copying and their brains are working overtime to figure out what is the right way to act. Here's what masking might look like in your toddler. At daycare or preschool, they seem to do pretty well. Teachers say they're quiet and follow the instructions. They might copy other children's movements or phrases exactly, even when it doesn't make sense for them. You notice that they're performing rather than just being themselves. They might suppress their natural stims or happy movements. Instead, they sit still when their body wants to move. They agree to things they clearly don't want to, without any protest at all. They might echo the phrases that they've heard instead of using their own. Isn't this a good thing if they seem to fit in well at school and coping with the environment? Here's why understanding when it's masking is super important. Masking takes tremendous energy. Imagine having to think about every single thing you do. Every movement, every word, every facial expression. That's exhausting for anyone, especially in toddlers. And then when they get home, they finally feel safe to unmask. And that's when you see the meltdowns, the big emotions. They need to move their body or make sound. They need to recover. So how can we help as a parent? I have tried a few things that seem helpful. First, I stopped praising her when she behaved, but probably is masking, so she doesn't feel the need to mask. And second, I create a safe space where she doesn't need a mask. That includes talk to everyone else in the household so they are all aligned. Make sure not to comment or encourage or disencourage them when the child really need to get out of their system. At home, let them steam free. Let them move their body. Let them be loud. Let them just get out of their system and validate their emotions after social situations. It must be exhausting being around so many people. Lastly, I work with a school teacher to form an IEP. IEP stands for Individual Educational Plan. It's super important if you have a neurodivergent child to have that because it makes everybody on the support team to understand their needs. They are the super crew that can support your child outside of the home environment. I explain to the teacher as detailed as possible all the potential signs that she's having a difficult time so they can catch it early before it happens at school. I also encourage my child to advocate for herself when she needs something different at school or when she needs a break. It's okay to need a break, just speak up. That's actually a really difficult part because kids wants to fit in. It takes a lot of encouragement for them to know that it's okay to speak up for themselves. I want to note that masking is actually showing an incredible social awareness. Your child is reading the room and adapting. That's actually a sophisticated skill. I'm not saying let's stop masking completely. I just want to make this a choice for them. So it's not a survival strategy. They can choose to mask and feel safe to not mask. What signs of masking have you noticed in your child? Let me know if you find this video useful. You might like this video where I have a complete checklist for after the diagnosis, including the IEP. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.